Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you. I know you got power problems, so you don't have video. Yeah.
Yeah. So I made 9 calls, and out of those 9, 4 I was able to speak to, and I've got a 1 definite, which said they will complete the form and also make a payment, and also have the other 2, in fact, responded to say I must call at 8 o'clock, and the other one tomorrow morning. But I've got 3 that is pending. They said I need to do a follow-up tomorrow, and also the last 2 on Tuesday. So at first it was quite daunting. You become all over the place. Once you have like a 3rd and a 4th one, it becomes much better, and you are able to even make the conversation short. And I must say, when you first ask the question, to say, hey, you know, I thought about you, there's this great communication program that will help you to exploit your current business. Would you be interested in it? Like, I just need about 5 to 10 minutes. So you get the buy-in. So it's a practice.
So what I hear from you is you've generated potentially 3 sales, maybe another 2, maybe 5 sales. That's $50 US. In South Africa, that's 900 Rand. That's nearly 1,000 Rand over dinner. When last did you just pick up the phone and make a few sales and make yourself 1,000 Rand over dinner, Sizwe?
I haven't done that. And in darkness as well, because even my solar light is off now.
There we go. Sales equals income. Look, you can sell a program and make 10 bucks. You can sell a program and make 1,000 bucks. You can sell a product and make 100,000 bucks. It's the same game. Question is, can you pick up the phone? Can you connect with people? Can you get in their world? Okay, how many of you realized how you don't ask questions? How many of you went straight into tell mode? Hey, I got this and you need this. Okay, so that's the other reason we get you to do this tonight, is so that you connect and go, oh, it's about questions. So you've got to get in to ask questions. You know, so if I would pitch in the program, for me the pitch is really, really simple. You know, I just ask something like this. I know, let's Jan, will you role play with me quickly? So if I was finding Jan and someone that I know, I'd go, hey, Jan, it's Barry. How you doing, buddy?
All right, yourself, man.
Sweet, matey. Sorry to bother you at this time of night, but I got something I want to chat to you about. I only have about a minute. Do you have a minute quickly to chat?
Go for
it. Excellent, dude. Quick question. How are you finding business through this flipping COVID nonsense right now?
Tough, eh? Tough.
Tough. Are you looking for ways to increase your income right now?
Speak to me. Anything can help.
Have you done any learning, going online, learning how to communicate with people via video, online, and that sort of stuff?
I've had a look at it, but it just doesn't tickle my fancy. It sounds just too, I don't know, technology.
So if you could learn in a day how to connect very simply over technology so you can get through some of those fears of technology, do you think that would help you in your business right now, be able to get through this time?
For sure.
Excellent. Look, it's I've been able to get it at a really good rate. Normally it's $250. I've got a special offer right now for $39. You interested? It's a 1-day course on how to use video, how to use Zoom, and how to connect with clients using new technology. You game?
Send it to me. Sounds good.
Good. Thanks, buddy. I'll send you a link. Click on the link and let me know when you've done it.
Cool.
Makes sense.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Who's Will? Give him a hand. Thank you. Okay. Whose world am I in? How many questions did I ask? 5, 6, 7 questions. Just question. Okay, good. Boom. Next. Can you see how I had a level of urgency? Did you feel my energy? Urgent. Right on. Right in the beginning. I'm urgent. Dude, I've got a minute. Sorry to bother you. I just need to touch base with you. This is what I got going. You in. Boom, boom. Next. Okay, so you create urgency. With the urgency, you create results. Most people don't have enough urgency. Okay. Okay, good. Who's next? Anyone else? Any other?
Eddie?
Respond.
I would like to add on something. So, so I had a bit of something happen at home here. So my nephew cut himself. I had to go to the pharmacy. But anyway, long story short, I came back at 7 o'clock and I realized, shit, I have 15 minutes. I could have easily said, okay, I need to eat. I never ate yet. but I told myself, you know, let me make some calls. So in that 15 minutes, I made 7 calls.
Very
From that
good.
7, 4 people answered, and I literally was straight to the point. There was 2 that was interested, no definite yeses, but I did put 2 names on so you guys could follow up. But what I also told them was that instead of saying I'll send you the link, you can have a look at it and get back to me, I told them, look here, is it fine if I call you tomorrow? Have a look at it, let me know if you're interested, and I'll call you tomorrow. But I asked it as a question. So if they said, yes, it's fine, you can call me tomorrow, they the one that's initiating, it's fine for me to call them.
Very good.
Instead of it's coming from myself as, you know, it's a sale.
Yeah.
So
now you set up-
that was my, the way I went about it.
Very good. So how many of you hear a couple of things from Razan? One is urgency. One, she made a commitment, like Marie said, I agreed to play 100%, get in the game, I was going to play the game. So she got in, she played the game, 15 minutes, urgency, don't have a lot of time. Okay, good. How many of you are not making calls in your day-to-day business because you go, oh, you know, I've just finished this meeting and I've only got 10 minutes and I don't have time, so I'll do it later. Anyone do that? Anyone do that way too flippant often? And that's what happens. So that little bit of urgency, boom, I got 10 minutes, right, smash out a call, 1, 2, 3, go. You get things done. People feel your urgency, they feel your excitement. And then what Razan did, this is a great, great tool. Always set a meeting from a meeting. Always set a next step from a next step. If you get that, you're setting a next step. What she's actually done is whether they click on the link or not, tomorrow she's, how many of you realize she's got the door open? I'm going to send you a link, have a look at it, and I'll phone you tomorrow to chat to you about it. Well, they might open and buy, or they might open and look at it, but she's opened the door. She can go back in. There's no little voice. Because how many of you find that you do a call, and then the next day you think, can I phone them? And that little voice starts going mad. Like I phoned them yesterday. Now you've opened the door. Boom, you've obliterated that little voice because you have the opportunity. Is that making sense? Okay, good. Well done, Razan. Good job. Okay, good. So I've only heard from the ladies. Come on, gents. Who wants to share? What did you do? What didn't you do? What happened? What did you learn? Oh, I heard from Damien. Okay, as well. So sorry, not just the ladies. Damien as well. Anyone else? How many of you had some fun doing this at least? Okay, how many of you didn't have fun doing this? It was like, that wasn't fun. Okay.
Barry, I think everyone's energy is low.
Hey?
I think everyone's energy is low.
Yeah, how many of you let your energy go down? It's a choice. You know, energy is a choice.
Mm.
There's a reason we do this program for the hours that we do, because, you know, Marie says, if you promise to call, we need to be accountable, which makes it easier to 100%. You drive accountability. So Didi, go back to energy. You know, there's a reason we do these programs like we do them, because opportunities come when they come. I said it earlier. And very often, opportunities come when you're at your worst, when you're tired, you're not feeling well. And that's, you know, my observation around business, around life, and that sort of stuff is the opportunities don't come at the most opportune moment. They come, and when they come, you better know that they're there, and you better be able to turn them on, and you better be able to generate and create energy. You know, energy is a choice. Highest energy always wins. Make sense? I mean, how many of you realize how many of you think I have a little bit of energy? I do a program, it's called the Ultimate Personal Development Program. It's one of Blair's programs that I teach. One of 3 people in the world that teach that program. It's a 5-day program. We go like this for 5 days. It's a great program, but it takes a choice. It takes this type of choice. You know, when you're sitting in a meeting and you're getting tired and it's been 2 hours and you can't smash it out, can you choose the energy that's needed? Because if you can't, you're going to lose. So right now, guys, those of you that are going down, what energy can you choose? So how do you change your energy? Change your state. Stand up. Give someone a high five. Okay, I'll show you quickly. Up on your feet. Turn to the person next to you. Give them a high five. Say you're awesome. Do it with some energy. Go. Come on. Up, 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 up. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Okay, good. Say you're awesome. You're awesome. Okay, good. Give yourself a hand and sit down. Okay, Didi, you got some more energy?
Yes, Barry, but I also need a chocolate.
Okay, baby. So you're getting this piece around energy is a choice, guys. And that's part of it. Okay, so can you choose that energy? Well done. Give her a hand. Good observation. Anyone else? Any other observations? What else happened in the sales exercise? What else came up? What did you learn? What didn't you like? Renette.
Barry, when I phoned, like most of the people I phoned were my friends, so I didn't actually get to ask many questions. I just told them about my experience.
Okay.
And on the course that I'm on, and said, I think it will benefit them and will they be interested? So I didn't really ask a lot of questions though.
So when you have a very high level of trust with people, often you don't have to ask questions. You can go in and you can go, hey, you know, I'm on this. This is the opportunity. Knowing you, I really think that that you'll get benefit out of it. And they go, cool, thank you. Send me the details. Boom. It's high trust. But in general, we don't have that level of high trust. Once you get those, or what I call the lower hanging fruit, you know, you know them, they're easy to pick. You have a high level of trust with them. So the further people away, the more questions you got to ask, the more you get in their world. So well done. Thank you. Give her another hand. Genevieve, you said the money objection. Tell me about the money objection.
So I phoned my prospect and I spoke to them because I know it's something they need,
Yeah.
especially in their work and their business with what's happening now. And then the objection was, well, I'm sure I can learn how to do that on YouTube for free.
Okay, good.
So yeah, that was the objection.
So how did you handle that, Genevieve?
I said, well, I'm in the course right now, and you know, like the trainer is really amazing. So it's something you should consider because there's a lot more information you can get if you interact, if you're actually interacting with somebody, as opposed to just watching them.
Okay, good. So give me that objection, Genevieve. So give me that objection.
The one that I got. Okay, so yeah, but I can do that online for free on YouTube. I can just YouTube a video.
100% you can, Genevieve. Have you been doing that recently, and is it helping you make a lot more money?
No.
Okay, so why not if it's so easy to get done?
Yeah. I didn't have the time to do it.
Okay, good. So I understand. How many of us know? So if I'll say to you, Genevieve, I understand that. And that's one of the reasons why I went on the program, because I know that I can get tons of information, but there's a couple of things that I don't do. One is I don't go after the information. Two, I don't put myself in an environment with other like-minded people that are actually doing it and making results. So what I found is when I go in a program and I do the program and I actually get the thing done, I learn there and then and I get it done. Wouldn't that benefit you a lot more than having to learn over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks over YouTube and bumble along?
Good point. I didn't think of it that way.
There we go. Okay, good. Anyone else get? Thank you, Genevieve. Give her a hand. Anyone else get money objections? Or what other objections did you get? So sometimes when money objections come up, if you've got a money objection, I mean, sometimes money objections come up, especially on low-level items. People will say, you know, I don't really have any money right now. Okay, so on a higher ticket item, you've got to handle it in a different way, and it depends on the person that you're speaking to. But like a $40 item like this, $40, which is less than 1,000 Rand, you know, sometimes I go, serious? You honestly telling me you can't find between 750 Rand to 1,000 Rand to spend one day absolutely changing how you think to make a lot more money? So I'll go straight in there, because often it's not a money thing. There's a whole lot of other reasons. Okay, so it's handling those objections. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to take you through objections. I'm going to give you some tools and techniques to be able to handle those. Okay, what else did you learn in this little exercise? So while we're doing that, Delenn, have you got Damien? Have you got some numbers for me, Delenn? Okay, good. Let me take this from Damien first. Damien.
So for me, like I'm pretty sure most people struggle in the beginning with that little voice, but once you carried on and the more phone calls you make, the easier it becomes. So that like you said earlier, the greater the little voice, the greater the game. So as long as you carry on doing it, and you carry on pushing through that little voice, the first two or three tries I struggled because I didn't have the pitch. I didn't know what to say really, but it became easier. And then it started just to become a natural flow out of my mouth, and it just became easier. So I pushed through that little voice, and it was just easier to talk to people whether they said no. If they say no, it's not the end of the world. It's not like you're going to die. It's just
okay, good.
Okay, cool.
So how many of you realize that if they say no, it's not the end of the world? Okay, how many of you did, when someone said no, how many of you realize that the earth doesn't open up and swallow you in? Okay, it ain't going to happen. It's just a no. Okay, cool. Thanks, buddy. I'll see you next time. Bye. Next. Boom. Okay. So it's a powerful learning, Damien. So, Damien, you made 9 calls in 40 minutes. 9 calls in 40 minutes, and I'm pretty sure for the first 10 or so minutes, you weren't really focused on making phone calls, so you probably made 9 calls in about half an hour. Yes?
Maybe let's say maybe 20 minutes because the first 2 I was trying to 20 I was trying to contemplate on who to
9 calls in 20 minutes. So if you got focus, got better and better, you could make 30 calls in an hour. Yes.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, 30 calls in an hour. If you sat down for 5-6 hours a day and smashed out some calls, you could smash out 100, 120 calls every single day, couldn't you?
100%.
Okay, good. Do you think you're eventually going to get someone to say yes?
Oh yeah. 100%.
Okay, good. Okay. Everyone sells all the time. Okay. When you take action and keep pushing out the action, you will make a sale. I don't care how bad you are at speaking. I don't care how bad you are at selling, because the simple rule of at some stage you'll find someone to feel sorry for you and buy. That will happen. Okay. You just got to keep going and up until you find that person. But guess what? They buy. When they do buy, I don't care if they felt sorry for you. You get in, you service, you deliver, you give them absolutely the best, and you're going to learn. And then they'll link you to someone else and to someone else. And that's how it's built. Most people just quit too soon. You know, Pam said it, make a phone call or 2, no one wants, and I quit. You said it right in the beginning. You just keep pushing through. Does that make sense? So Renette says, can I continue selling? Yeah, you go wild. You have an affiliate link for that course, go wild. You know, it's an opportunity to make money all over the place. So this little exercise, typically, so if any of you do the program with me again and you do it in a physical room, I told you we sell books. So the first time I met Derek Grant. So how many of you are realizing that maybe if you did this little exercise again, maybe there's an opportunity to make a little bit of money? Now you know what the game is. There's a lot of money. So typically when we sell books, okay, so let's have a look at the numbers quickly, Delenn, and then I'll come back to the story. Okay, good. So 53 connects. Didi, 53 connects at 6:30 p.m. It's pretty good, isn't it? Okay. 4 sales. What we can't measure is how many pending, how many follow-ups and that sort of stuff. But 4 sales. So those of you, how many of you are just, so the key component is 53 calls. All of you made a call. The most was 9 people connected. Okay, good. So Delenn, thanks. So how many of you think you have some pending deals? Follow up with some people. Yeah. Okay, good. So you have some pending deals. So there's some opportunity to sell. Caesar says, I promised a prospect that I'll call back at 8. Okay, good. Okay, so when we did books, the first time I met Derek, he came on the Sales Explosion program. Derek, do you remember how many books you sold with Kerry?
It was a lot. I don't remember the exact amount. I think it was a 200 or.
So I'll never forget that exact amount. The exact amount was 450. Over dinner in this exercise, they sold 450 books. Now, the guy that sold the books, is he a successful entrepreneur, Derek?
Yes. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I mean, right now, he doesn't really have to work because he sold his business for a nice packet that he built. So he can sell. There's one thing I do know about him is he knows how to connect with people and see opportunities. And Derek, you knew someone, didn't you?
Sorry?
You knew the person that he sold to, didn't you?
Yes, yeah, we did. It was actually a suggestion from my wife. We did the course together.
There we go.
And we all knew the person, but my wife came up with the idea, and we're thinking, why didn't we think of it? It's a brilliant, yeah.
Over dinner, they sold 450 books and made 54,000 Rand.
Yeah.
And they made one phone call.
That's correct.
Okay, so the reason I tell you that story is because most people underestimate the opportunity to make money. See, I know what most of you were doing. You were sitting on your phone going, oh, should I phone this person? Maybe I shouldn't phone this person. Maybe I should phone this person. Deal is, pick up the phone and phone people. How many of you realize every single person on this planet needs to learn how to sell? Everyone needs to learn how to connect better, communicate better.
And the fun thing was, before we made the call, we had a power meet and said, come, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it, let's do it. The worst can happen is no.
There we go. Yeah. So you created an even bigger little voice. Okay. So how do you think that if you had to do this exercise again, you'd do it differently? You'd maybe make more phone calls, maybe increase your level of urgency, maybe get... Okay. Give yourselves a hand for playing the game. Well done. Good job. Okay, good. Any other questions or comments before we move on? Thank you, Derek. Give Derek a hand. Okay, any other questions or comments? Okay, good. So what I would like you to do is I want you to get comfortable without getting comfortable enough so you go to sleep. Okay, so just sit back, put your headphones on, make sure you got some. So one of the things in sales and communication, especially when it comes to connecting with people, is and things like practicing, is learning how to model. Okay, so learning how to model, learning how to connect with other people. One of the most powerful ways to sell is selling one-to-one. But way more powerful than selling one-to-one is learning how to sell one-to-many. And in step 3, we talk about pitch and present. So pitching is one thing, the other part is presenting. So learning how to present one-to-one, and then learning how to present one-to-many. And that's learning how to speak to groups of people at a time. Why is that so powerful? Because that's what allows you to create leverage. Okay, so tonight what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take you through a couple of short little movie clips, and I want you to watch how these guys connect. I want you to watch how they speak. I want you to watch their energy. I want you to watch how they stand. I want you to see their passion. And what I want you to look at is How much do you think they believe in what they're selling, and believe in how they're delivering their message? Okay, so I'm just going to run through a couple of little clips, and then we'll debrief it from there.